Yeah, I just wait for all the lazy bums to get back into the stream here. No, I'm just kidding. But no, we're going to retouch on that article. I'll share it here. Here's the article again. Oh, I can't paste in here. Alright, so I can't paste in here. This is from James, like I said. We got Michael in here. Marcus, what's up? This is from James, like I said. Russian troops. We got Michael in here. I cannot remember. Marcus, what's up? This is from James. Does anybody remember what city they just took over? It shows videos of Russian troops walking. Does anybody remember what city they just took over? It shows videos of Russian troops walking. Shows Russian troops. Does anybody remember what city walking around in the city? It shows videos of Russian troops walking. Shows Russian troops. Thanks for the share, Mikey. Walking around in the city. Hey, no worries, no worries. There it is. I hate to be that guy, but YouTube Live is still not up. Hey, no worries, no worries. There it is. I hate to be that guy, but YouTube Live is still not up. Yeah, it is. I hate to be that guy, but yeah, we're golden. We're golden, Pony. Yeah, it is. I hate to be that guy, but yeah, we're golden. We're golden, Pony. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, just refresh that. But we're going to go over this article right here. I'm going to pin it. Yeah, just refresh that. Everybody click on it. Over this article right here. I'm going to pin it, read over it. Yeah, just refresh that. Everybody glance over it. You don't have to read it. I'm just going to pin it, read over it, kind of touch on it. You can glance over it. You don't have to read it. But, I mean, from what this article is saying, I mean, this is messed up. You don't have to read it. But I mean, it is absolutely terrible. Welcome back, Kimberly. Augie, what's up? But I mean, it is absolutely camera footage from Odessa. Welcome back, Kimberly. James or Michael? Anyone? It is. You guys track down camera footage from Odessa. Odessa. James or Michael? Anyone? We probably got echo. No, we don't have echo. All right, we got Augie, Kimberly, Michael. Let's see. Anybody else I'm missing here? Marcus. Marcus asked where the Russian troops are. I believe they got Odessa, didn't they? Not official. Yeah, I fixed it. I had my Facebook going on. So I guess let's just touch on that article real quick, and then we'll scroll through the Twitter feeds. So, I mean, that's more dead accurate than news coverage. I don't watch mainstream news. I think her name's Adi. She sent me like a Ukrainian news station, and I mean they're showing everything. Al Jazeera, another news station, shows everything. France 24 News shows everything. You know what I mean? MSNBC, Fox, you know, all the main ones. They'll just touch it and walk away. Let's have wrong. Let's see, Cam 8. What'd you see going on at Cam? Oh, okay. It's probably just a feed issue. That's what I'd have to suggest. Some sort of feed issue. Should check out Anonymous Twitter. Yeah, James sent me. We can watch that one too, if you guys are interested. We'll check out Anonymous. I mean, he's the type of guy that I wouldn't want to mess with. Empty out my bank account and stuff. What do I do with that camera feed? Alright, so yep, James is right. It just glitches. I mean, the feed's coming from Ukraine. So let's go over this article one more time. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. Can you guys see that all right? Hey, what's up? Is that Ed Roy? From Jamaica. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll definitely touch on Anonymous. I think I said it right. So, with this article here, James Black sent it to me. And it's an old one. It's from 1994. Pretty much, let's see. Comments from U.S. and British officials on Ukraine are under particular scrutiny as both countries signed the Budapest. Let me open that new tab. Hey, Michael Williams. Appreciate the like. Budapest Memorandum with Ukraine and Russia in 1994, affirming their obligation to refrain from the threat or use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of Ukraine. So, I mean, pretty much what this is breaking down, so it's that these nations, United States, Northern Ireland, the UK, so the pro-European leaders of last month's Ukrainian revolution have invoked the 20-year-old pact to lobby the U.S. and UK for support. So pretty much, I mean, 20 years ago, the U.S., the UK, Northern Ireland signed this pact with Ukraine, saying, hey, if you turn over your nuclear missiles, which went to Moscow, by the way, that they will pretty much protect they'll protect Ukraine, their sovereignty and independence. And now, so Vladimir Putin is fully conscious that by declaring war on Ukraine, he's also declaring war on the guarantors of our security, the United States and Britain. Former Ukrainian Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko said in a statement on her website on Monday. So it's like Putin knew what he was doing. I mean, was he president 20 years ago? Do you guys remember? Unofficial, but I think he was. I think he's been president forever. I think he's a time traveler. Unofficial. So I mean, we're in this pact with Ukraine and the UK, pretty much saying, hey, you turn over your nuclear weapons, you know, we'll protect you. We'll protect your sovereignty and your independence. So now, European leaders are saying, well, was it European? The pro-European leaders of last month's Ukrainian revolution. So they brought it up. They're like, hey, you know, you guys are throwing sanctions on Russia, but you're not, I mean, the only thing them sanctions are doing is it's hurting UK, goods and services, oil, gas, all that stuff. It's not hurting us in the Western world, like it's stated in here. You know, the administration that we have now in office put all these strict sanctions on Russia, and everybody else kind of followed suit. It's hurting the people that are in that region. And first of all, it's going to hurt the citizens of those regions. You know, the higher-ups, the higher-ups administrations in those different countries, they're not going to feel it as much as everyday Joes like us. You know what I mean? Like me. Like, I got a diesel truck. Diesel's $4.10 a gallon. A couple months ago, it wasn't. So, I mean, we're feeling it over here on the western side in the gas area. But the people who live, you know, in United Kingdom, just over there, period. They're going to feel it at the grocery stores, the pharmacies. They're just going to feel that impact. Let me catch up on the, let's see here. All right. Well, if Ukraine is attacked by nuclear power, we must help defend them. I don't know. I was talking to James earlier in Messenger, and pretty much what it is think about, so Biden said that the U.S. will not get involved in this war, whatever you call it. I don't think it's been labeled war yet, has it? Might as well call it. And that they're not going to get involved or put boots on the ground or nothing like that, but look at the United States economy. The United States economy it's crappy right now. The U.S. dollar's down. But do you know what fixes all them things? War. War fixes economy. Jobs. Jobs are created to make tanks or, all that production stuff. Gas went up here 40 cents in the last 48 hours. See what I mean? You guys got hit. We went up 10 cents. We were at $3.99, and then once the stuff popped off with Russia, we went up 10 cents. You guys are closer. You guys are up 40 cents now. Biden talks about, we're just going to release barrels. Why did he shut down the Colonial Pipeline? I don't know if you guys know the Colonial Pipeline, the XL pipeline. But the United States could have been totally independent on oil and gas, to the point where we can actually sell extra oil and gas to other countries. But Biden shut it down. Because, electric cars are better than fuel and gas. But have you guys ever seen a lithium I'll show you guys a lithium ion mine. So, I know you guys are not slow or anything like that, but lithium ions, what's in electric cars? The batteries. These are lithium ion mines. And Biden was concerned about a pipeline, sealed pipeline going through woods and stuff. So you get this picture here. You guys all see it. A lithium ion mine. Okay. Do you guys see the difference? Yeah, there's super ugly. I gotta be careful clicking through all these pictures. There's a night and day. There's another example. There we go. There's a whole ton of examples. You go from that to what we just looked at. Alex, we're starting to... Okay, so I got that one. Never trusted Russia. It's 489 here. The elite never get hurt, just the working class citizens. That's correct. Should have never done business with any communist country. Yep. 308 here. You going to bed, James? Oh. Alright, I got it. Look at the U.S. after World War II. As in, As in what? I'm going to call you Garver because we have another Michael in here. That in the U.S. is now $3.89 for regular, and then diesel's $4.89. Oh, in Missouri. That's just insane. I mean, that pipeline would have... You know what I mean? I mean, just looking at these pipelines compared to a lithium ion... I don't know. Potatoes, you know what I mean? I mean, they literally just run pipes across the ground, and then look, everything grows back around it. Of course, not around the structure of the pipe itself. It ruins the integrity, but everything goes back to normal. Animals walk, you know. But a lithium ion mine? Everybody seen that? I mean, you guys spot the difference. I'm gonna stop ranting about it. Stop ranting about it. But I mean, I think a lithium ion mine does more damage to the environment than a pipeline does. Because what are they going to fill that back in with? Trash. They'll fill it back full of trash. That's what they do with some of these quarries and stuff. Once the trash yard gets full, they have a quarry or a pit just like this, not for lithium ion, but you know, they would literally fill that full of trash from the local city because the other one's full. Now that's official. Google it. All right, let's change pace and go to Twitter. So I follow this guy right here. It's called Breaking Now. This is 1 hour. I mean, of course, it's dark time in Ukraine. Hold on. Nothing going on. So, Russian paratroopers column is on fire.
Короче, только что вручную разъебашили колонну. 4 коробки, бля. Встретили. Пока держимся.
This is 1 hour ago. Fighting is still going on in Gadar, where the nuclear power plant was. You guys were mentioning about that in chat. So that's unofficial, but that's fighting at the nuclear power plant. Are you guys seeing all these video feeds all right? Let me know if you guys can see these feeds. If you guys can see the videos that I'm playing when I hit full screen. If it's all right. Okay, thank you, Nat. Alright, so this one's Michael Slovakia. I don't know where that is. It's all 6 reactors. Go up. We're in trouble. Yep. What is it? I mean, this is unofficial. I like that word because I don't want to say anything that... Sorry guys, I heard something really weird. Was it like, I read something about, unofficially, like 10 nuclear bombs would destroy the whole world. Nuclear fallout. Everybody would freaking freeze to death because there'd be no sun and nuclear radiation. Alright, so there's no really backstory on this one. It just says where it's at. Those are, what, Russian tanks with the Z's on it, correct? Nat? Michael or James? That guy just threw an empty beer case at it. Yeah, take that, Russians. Harosh?
Отойди, Жень! Полтава нахуй в деле. Сосать!
NATO would have to.
Слава Украине!
Kimberly said no sleep tonight.
Шо, сука? Кацапы ебучие. Отойди,
Nuclear
Жень!
winter for at least 3 years.
Полтава нахуй
Hey, Michael
в деле.
Garver.
Сосать!
The elite.
Слава Украине!
Bunkers.
Шо, сука? Кацапы ебучие. Отойди,
A
Жень!
couple million a pop.
Полтава
Alright,
нахуй
so this one
в
is
деле.
Harosh. Viewer discretion is advised. I don't know what's on these Twitter feeds. We all know Twitter.
Шо, сука? Кацапы ебучие. Отойди, Жень! Полтава нахуй
Oh,
в деле. Сосать!
dude. He just mystified that. Dude, I'm telling you, Ukrainians are freaking
Шо,
nuts.
сука?
Dude, watch this again.
Кацапы ебучие. Отойди, Жень! Полтава нахуй в деле.
See this? He's straight
Сосать!
mystified.
Слава
Oh my
Украине!
god. That is crazy.
Шо, сука? Кацапы ебучие.
Did you guys see that guy?
Отойди, Жень!
Well, of course you guys seen it, but
Полтава
he
нахуй
straight
в
smoked
деле.
that. That was Ukrainian.
Сосать!
These guys ain't
Слава Украине!
messing around.
Шо, сука?
Let's see. Yeah, it's the APC, yep. This is 1 hour ago. It's dark time, so you can kind of see that this might be current, but unofficially. I mean, this stuff's insane. That's what I like about Twitter. I mean, it's... What's this? Oh, shell attack hits the nuclear power plant. There you go, Nat. Oh, that thing's on fire. Okay, I guess I can see the background. Yeah, I mean, that's the... Wow. Wow. I'll pick up on the Twitter. Yeah, it's super intense. Hey, everybody keep your eye on Pricky Saint. It says roo 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 roo. I was expecting a roo 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 Russia or something. But yeah, keep an eye on him. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got live soccer right hand corner. Alright, so let's see here. I'm gonna play the War is Coming again. Like my intro almost. I like it. Because it doesn't really pertain to the United States, you know, I mean, it just pertains everywhere.
War is coming. You can hear it in the distance. It sounds like all the screams of 1,000,000 men and women. You can smell it in the air and see it on your television, and the government don't care. They see the money, not the missiles. War is coming. And there's nowhere you can hide. We get a 30-minute warning before the bomb reaches our side. You can run for somewhere safer, but you'll just run out of time because there's nothing you can do except prepare yourself to die. War is coming. Can you feel it? Has your fear become a secret? Who are you more scared of, Donald Trump or North Korea? Are you worried when you're reading all the headlines in the evening? Even atheists will pray that they survive and start believing. War is coming. Born from money. Worn and ugly like it's always been. The bullets just got faster and the bombs are made from hydrogen. America the brave will have to earn her stars and stripes again. She wrote the books on history, but someone else might write her end. War is coming. War is coming. War has come to get the West. It was beating down our door while we were beating on our chests. It was making better weapons while we laughed at making threats, and now it's come to get its vengeance, and we've just become oppressed. War is coming.
All right. I like that. Is that Machine Gun Kelly? No. It's like the best white rapper there ever is. Yeah, Tom McDonald. That is powerful. I mean, it doesn't really pertain to America. You know what I mean? The government, the elites, everyone. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's old Tommy. All right, what did I miss? Was I right about that guy? Was I right about the guy? Yeah. Yeah. I remember Alex Jones post about him predicting this. Yep. God, I missed it. Did somebody get hammered? Oh, he left? Well, don't be bringing pro-Russian. You know? Simple as that. Simple as that. I was on him before he said anything. Yeah, he looked suspicious, didn't he? He looked suspicious. Read up, read up. Let's see here. Mikey said, Putin eats corn on the cob, long way. It's stupid. See, Tammy, let's see here. Oh, there it is. Ooh, it's got spicy in here. Oh shit. I love Hammer Time. That's fun. That is fun. It's like the best part of the stream is Hammer Time. Alright, so we got an article. Well, you guys can find me on Instagram now. Finally got that fixed.
Разів більше. Європейці, прокиньтесь, будь ласка, говоріть своїм політикам. Російські війська обстрілюють атомну станцію в Україні, Запорізьку атомну станцію, місто Енергодар. Там 6 енергоблоків, 6. В Чорнобилі вибухнув 1 енергоблок. Ми зв'язалися з нашими лідерами, з партнерами. Я говорив вже з Шарлем Мішелем, Шольцем, говорив з Дудою, говорив з президентом Байденом. Ми зв'язалися з головою МАГАТЕ Гросі, також з прем'єр-міністром Джонсоном. Ми всіх попереджаємо. Жодна держава, окрім Росії, ніколи не обстрілювала атомні енергоблоки. Це вперше в нашій історії, в історії людства, держава-терорист вдалася і до ядерного терору. Російські пропагандисти погрожували, всі ми пам'ятаємо, засипати світ ядерним попелом. Тепер це не загроза, тепер це реальність. І ми не знаємо, чим закінчиться пожежа на станції, коли буде вибух, або коли його не станеться, дай Боже, ніхто цього не прорахує до кінця. Але
this stuff really gets me. Hold on one second. There's another article about the nuclear power plant. Stand by. Fire. So, there it is. There it is. My wife actually sent me this one. Alright, so let's read up on this one. The shop for decision makers. Discover high quality items. I'm just kidding. That's terrible. UN Atomic Agency says fire at the Ukrainian nuclear power plant didn't affect essential equipment. Okay. The fire at Ukraine's power plant, the largest nuclear power plant in Europe, didn't affect essential equipment at the facility, according to the United Nations and International Atomic Energy Agency. Ukrainian officials earlier had said that Russian forces shelled the plant, prompting Ukraine's foreign minister to call for a ceasefire so authorities could secure the area. Fire has already broke out. If it blows up, it will be 10 times larger than Chernobyl. Russians must immediately cease fire, allow firefighters, establish a security zone. Ukrainian foreign minister wrote on Twitter. Let's look him up. And this one's for my wife. The question is, do they have it under control? That's what I want to know. 10 times larger than Chernobyl. You guys can find me on Twitter at Volatile Arrow. That's my brand name. So let's look up this. I think this is him. So this is 3 hours ago. Russian army is firing from all sides upon the largest nuclear power plant in Europe. Fire has already broke out. If it blows up, it will be 10 times larger than Chernobyl. Russians must immediately cease fire. There it is. When Russians can't achieve real goals, they focus on fake TV coverage. Having seized a TV tower in Kherson, they plan a show. Russian troops provide humanitarian aid while fake locals brought in from Crimea stage fake demo in favor of Kherson region uniting the Crimea. That's terrible. They blow up one of them reactors. Yeah. They would have to. NATO would have to get involved. I mean, that's not just affecting Ukraine. I mean, if that thing blows, I mean, you're talking what? Poland, Romania? I mean, it just depends where the jet stream is. You know what I mean? Sorry about the swearing. Oh, it's alright, Michael. It's alright. We're all adults here. We're all grown people worried about what's going on in the world. when the mainstream media wants to keep us in the dark. I'm gonna follow him. Let's see what the comments say. Just curious. Oops. Sorry. That's a reply. So this guy says this is absolutely false misinformation. They should be corrected or flagged by @Twitter. I want to look this up. Just so everybody knows, the statement that if it blows up, it will be 10 times larger than Chernobyl. It's absolute nonsense. This is a bad situation because it is an attack on a nuclear plant with people in it. Not because it can blow up and be larger than Chernobyl. I'm gonna search this. You guys still with me? You guys bored? Let me know. I'll go to bed. Alright, so we got... If one blows, probably start a chain reaction. Yeah. It definitely would. Because it will hinder NATO states and kill NATO civilians. Yeah. That's also correct, Michael. Carry on, bro. Oh yeah, guys, don't forget to like and share. You know, you get this cool little thing that pops up on my stream. Hey, Steven, appreciate the like. And I might just say your name. All right, so let's look at aerials. Let's just base it off of the. Let's see. Don't judge my spelling. Hey, Jennifer, I appreciate the like. Yeah, it's not telling me where it's at. Let's see here. Go back. Okay. I guess we can roughly get what the size of... Hey, Carl. Appreciate that like. So, I mean, here you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 nuclear reactors. Hey, Melissa. Appreciate the like. Thank you. Don't forget to share, everybody. Tell your friends. Because me, James, and Michael, and Nat will take care of you. State law. It was like passed in Congress in like 1872 by like Franklin D. Roosevelt or something. But anyhow, so 6 nuclear reactors cooled by, of course. What is that? The Black Sea? No, that ain't the Black Sea. Maybe it is. What is it? I would consider that 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nuclear reactors. Alright, so... So that was... I'm just searching here. So the same thing, it was cooled by the water. Let's see. I'm assuming that's it there. So yeah, this is Chernobyl, whatever. So what was that, just 2? I got unofficial, guys, unofficial. Okay, and then can somebody in chat tell me how many nuclear reactors Chernobyl had. I'm seeing 2. All these pictures are showing 2. Wait, I see 3 down here. Well, that was the construction of it. I don't. So let's go back to. So, somebody write this down. So, 4 RBMK reactors. I'm just gonna. Why can't I paste in freaking chat? So, I don't even got a pen. Yeah, I got a pen. I got a pen. Hey, somebody got that? 2 reactors in Chernobyl. Now, okay, so that was 1 reactor. Okay. All right, so now let's go back to. You guys got the information on that? It's gonna get blasted, fucking. Excuse me, French, but it's just gonna be news articles. News articles. One day ago. That blew up. Okay. Like I want to know. I want to know the size. Like, let's get beyond. Fire breaks out. Reports that nuclear power plant's on fire. I want to know the size. You have to remember that Chernobyl was a semi-contained and there wasn't any asshole shooting missiles and nukes. That's true. That's true. I just want to know the size of one of them. I don't know how to word this. Size chart. What's this? General purpose bombs. It's the largest in Europe. What's this guy saying that if it blows up, it's going to be 10 times? Maybe he's exaggerating. The people need help there. You guys would exaggerate too. Am I wrong? Ah, dude, it's terrible. It's terrible. I'm gonna be up all night. All right, so there's no threat of nuclear disaster after intense Russian shelling caused a fire breakout in Europe's largest atomic energy station in Ukraine, according to the plant director. So there's that. Who's this from? Daily Beast? Unofficial. Because what if they hit it again? You know what I mean? Anyhow, I just want to know. Looks like this is a video of it? We got some shitty cameras for a nuclear power plant, I'm just saying. Where's that 1080p on a swivel? On a swivel. I mean, I guess it shows a firefight in here. The Chernobyl nuclear power plant consists of 4. Okay, we got that. You might be right, James. Got some flashing lights. That's not. So, I mean, I'm assuming that it didn't hit one of the actual nuclear plants. Oh, don't send me notifications. So the only thing that's pulled. Huh? Oh, okay, there's 4 separate plants that make 15. I was like, God damn, there's all 15? Alright, so we got the information from Michael. 4. 2 blew up. Okay, so all 4 were completed. So the 6 gigawatt nuclear power plant began operating in 1984. 17 hours ago. This is where all we're going to pull up is news feeds. I want to know the size of the plant. 18 minutes ago. World news. I hate all this shit. I hate all the pop-ups. Here we go. It's a Wikipedia. I'm not really finding real information on it. Chernobyl had 2. This one has 6. I'm pretty sure they're all operational. Sorry for the keyboard. So 6 gigawatt. 6 reactors whose total capacity is 6 gigawatts. 6 gigawatts. Get my handy dandy notebook. My daughter left her notebook up here. She's gonna be mad. She's got pictures in it, but I didn't write this down. 6 GWs, and that's 6 reactors. So each reactor is 1 GW, gigawatt, right? Is that what it stands for? Gigawatt. That's correct. So then, RB. Sorry guys if this is boring. RBMK. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to dig down to the point. If people are saying, "Oh well, that one dude, he seems weird," but that it wouldn't be worse than Chernobyl. This one has 6. I mean, they're half the size. Alright, so it's a water-cooled power reactor. So megawatts. So let's see here. The first of these, is that the right one? Graphite moderate plutonium production military reactor, the first one of these. Let's see here. The Chernobyl nuclear power plant consisted of 4 1,000, each capable of producing 1,000 megawatts. Okay. So, and it only had 2. 1,000 megawatts. Alright, so I hope everybody's paying attention. So we had what? I lost track of where we're at. So gigawatt. Let me go back and chat. So 1,000 megawatts. So it'd been, because only 2 were completed. So 2, right? Did 1 reactor blow up or 2? 2. Yeah, it's 6 times powerful. Like, what are people thinking? Where is this? I'm gonna idiot. Idiot. 2 went boom. Okay. So. Oh wait, I did that wrong. How do I swap this? Multiply the power value by 1,000. So. I think I do it backwards. Gigawatts. Now you have to 6 by 6. You must have been in the army. Stuck or struck? Two gigawatt on the 2. That's 12. Yeah. That's 12 gig. That thing has 6, so that leaves 4. So 12 times 4. Let's see, 12 to. That's 48. 36. I'm terrible at math. I was in the Marine Corps. What do you expect from me? But I guess their argument's going to be as well, what's the... But yeah, but this nuclear power plant is more efficient. I'm just curious. I'm just goofing. The number 4 reactor in Chernobyl nuclear plant near the city. So it was just one. The number 4 reactor in Chernobyl nuclear power plant near the city of North Ukraine, SSR, and Soviet Union is considered to be the worst nuclear. So it was just one nuclear power plant. Right? Chernobyl radiation radius was outlined 30 kilometers. So am I reading that correctly? Was it just one? Nuclear power plant? Yeah, 34 more times. Not even 10. I don't even know how to spell Chernobyl. It's like one of them things on the tip of your tongue. How should I word this, chat? 'Cause I want to respond to this guy. Wouldn't it? Oh, wait. Where's my paste? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it would turn into a wasteland. Sorry, 32. Because there's 4 reactors in Chernobyl, but only reactor number 4 blew up. So it'd be higher than 34, right? 32 times. There's just one reactor. That's what I'm reading. Number 4 reactor in Chernobyl. So, the number 4 reactor it's only talking about number 4. Well then, if it was only just one, hell, just copy what I said. Take the smarts for it. Let me copy it. Let's see here. Alright, I got it. I'm gonna sting him with it. This freaking doctorate carrying mug might shut me down. Just typing. Still got everybody in here? We're losing people. Okay, it melted. Let's see. I replied, see what happens. Alright, let's go to home here. Let's see. 36 minutes ago. It's definitely old. So, who's V and Z's? Hey, what's up, Kimberly? That's a big, yeah, it is a big difference. Man, that thing has six reactors. Chernobyl had 4. 2 were out of commission. I don't know where this is. Donos Nostropo Roche. Oh, that's in. Is that Russian? Translator. Hey, would people in chat be interested in some t-shirts that I made? Like, looking at them? You don't have to buy anything. Okay, so that was damage to Russian troops. So, yeah, that was Russian. I mean, it's official. Clearly, it's not like super old footage, but it's unofficial. I want a shirt. I tell you what, I made some bangers. I made some absolute banger shirts. Kind of on the edge of... I mean, I don't know. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys a couple that I made. I'm going to make more, but I just kind of want to get feedback first before I spend more hours designing these shirts. They're all original. Made them myself. Edited them in my software. Michael, okay. I mean, you guys don't have to buy them. I mean, I haven't posted the link for my merch store yet. I'm shy. During the air bombardment, Russia fighters destroyed the blah 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 CHPP, the headquarters of Sumy Regional State Ministry. I can't remember.
Загинули люди, які працюють.
I mean, I can go to my neighbor's house that has a pile of junk in the backyard and film it. You know what I mean? Unofficial. I'm gonna make a shirt that says unofficial on it real big. It's gonna say volatile arrow. Unofficial. Where's my guy at? Breaking news now. Don't know who this guy is. He's posting all this stuff. I imagine he's probably finding it from somewhere. We watch that one. That was 49 minutes ago. That's where that guy, I guess we all got the same people in chat still. That's where that guy freaking mystify that. Oh. Sorry, I love stuff like that. Warehouse of the Ukrainian Air Force. I don't know if... I definitely got to get... I need to catch up on this stuff. Just says conflict continues. Don't know where that is. I mean, I'll like it and retweet it. You know what I mean? I'm not impressed with that. Oh wait, that's the actual fire. So that building there doesn't look like a. I mean, you guys seen the pictures of the nuclear power plant in Ukraine, Oblast or whatever. That doesn't look like one of the reactors. I mean, that looks like more of an admin building. Let's see him. Look, everybody's... We'll wait for Michael to come back, and then I'll show the shirts. Let's see here. Airstrikes by Russian forces. retorted right near Kyiv. That's like where all the... What's this?
Йому оказують спротив мирне населення. Був відкрит вогонь по мирному населенню Енергодару.
Russian armed forces entered. Yeah, checkpoints are being destroyed. I read about that one too. Possibly official. Possibly official. Yeah, they said Mariupol is. They said it's like it's under control. It's just terrible. This is sad. I need to post that article. Well, it's still down there. People in chat, just share that. Share that article. Because, I mean, it pretty much explains it. I mean, we're supposed to be helping. Technically. So, some Russian stuff blown up. Viewer discretion is advised. It's Twitter. I had somebody that lives in Kharkiv. A citizen there. He sent me this huge file of photos and videos and all kinds of stuff. I haven't went through it yet. Well, fam, it's that time of the morning. Oh, okay. Hey, appreciate all the information too, James. You know the stream will run all night. At least on YouTube it will. Facebook shuts off after 8 hours. But we're at 1 hour 13 minutes, so that would put us Facebook shut time. I put a 7 in the morning. That's not bad. I'd have the stream back up by then. Night, James. Appreciate all the info. Daniel, appreciate the like. All right. Peace, James. Okay. James will bring me some more information tomorrow. The second round of talks between Russia and Ukraine began with handshakes. It's 12 hours ago. But Putin already came out and said, he's like, I want Ukraine. So, is that the building we always watch on live stream?
Пизда, блядь! Ёбаные суки, блядь! Район где-то то ли парк Шевченко, то ли...
Must be different.
О, летит, блядь! Сука! Твою мать!
That was a nasty one. Some fires going on. The city of... Now I heard a backstory on this video.
Піднімаємо український прапор над містом.
I heard a backstory that Russia is flying Ukrainian flags. To, like, you know, blend in. I wish they'd zoom in on the people. Because didn't all the Ukrainian soldiers wrap their arms in yellow tape? Look for yellow
Слава Україні!
There it is. Okay. I stand corrected. They had yellow tape on their arms. Some reports are saying
Піднімаємо
Russians have
український
rockets
прапор над містом.
pointing at their own country and ready to go off. So when they Smart. That's what I'm thinking. Michael Garber. I heard reports about it. What's this one? Imagine if he didn't stop for coffee. Alright. 16 hours ago. That's where they blew up the building. Okay. But yeah, so that is cray-cray. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put it past Russia. I mean, I would almost say they're getting to the point they're desperate. They're like, oh man, everything we tried to do is not working. Let's check the map. Check the map. I'm going to use the restroom real fast. So, I mean, look at Ukraine. You know, these are updated, you know, I think every second. But, I mean, they're slowly all the way around. But I mean, my biggest focus is Kyiv. I think we heard the sirens earlier. Shelling. Wreckage of a bomb. I guess you can see the... it's hard to tell. If that's just a house on fire or... Unofficial. Unofficially, well, it says possible, so unofficially a Russian Su-34 bomber in Irpin. So we got some action in the bottom right. We got a swiveler. Alright, let's see here. I mean, it seems like a quiet night, but I mean, reports will come out. Reports will come out. If you guys want that link, I'll send it to you guys. I will paste the link in chat if you guys want to check it out. God, I can't paste in that chat. Hey, I appreciate the share if that's a recent one. Paste. Alright. So there's a link for the map. You guys check it out, scroll around. Look at that. It's crazy. There's so many videos. Let me, I'm gonna go hit the restroom real fast, and I'll be right back. So wish this wasn't happening like everyone expect. Crazy people who like war. Yeah, it's terrible. Like a lot of people just don't. It almost looks like the bottom right feed. It's like looking for smoke or something. Bottom left camera 7 looks a little sus. Kyiv. And it's It's clearly 6:18 in the morning. Bottom left camera's on loop. Sorry, guys. My bad, my bad. I will find something else. So that's that local, or Russian, or not Russian, Ukrainian channel that I like watching all the time. Can't understand them, but they have like the up-to-date, boots on the ground. This blew up today. They're showing blurred out bodies. If your discretion is advised, sorry. Hopefully Facebook doesn't shut me down. But yeah, I'll be right back, and I'll show you guys the shirts, the shirt designs. Michael, if you guys just tell Michael, once Michael gets back, everybody hound Michael. Hey, get back so we can look at the shirts. But yeah, I'll show everyone. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So we'll do the shirt thing. And then we will do Anonymous. Nah, probably not. Probably not. Alright, so okay. Let me find it and I will share it with everyone. It's in here. I got a banger in here. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Oh, if it loads. There it is. Almost ready, guys. But you guys don't have to purchase. I want feedback on the shirts. Do something different or change it up. Let's see. Okay. It's loading. I did a logo today. It took me a couple hours. And let's see. Let's call that. Pictures, save that one. Now, all my merch store is through Streamlabs. It's I don't know if you guys ever heard of Streamlabs. It's a streaming software company. They do pretty well. They're not some fake one. You guys will not be scammed, I promise. Alright, that one and okay, so now close this one. Oops, too much. I'll throw it right in the middle of the feed. Is everybody ready? We only got 5 viewers in here. Is everybody still in here that wanted to see the shirts? Or should I save it for another day? Okay, Michael. They are creepy. It's like it's too quiet. Alright, so let's start with... Oh, there it is. There's one. Oh, where's the other two at? Hold up, guys, hold up. Where'd it go? Like everything's starting to refresh or something. Rose Puffer said yes. I want to save the best for last. So I'm trying to find the other ones I just had up. It's on the fits. Let's see here. Let me open up my browser. And figure out where these downloaded to. Okay, let's see where we're at. So that one didn't save it. Sorry, guys. Just want to make sure I put this in right. See, look, it still tries to save it as a link. Alright, so I'll show you the one that I have. Hold on, maybe I can just show you the whole... Oh, okay. Alright, I pulled up my store. Everybody ready? We got 10 people in here. You guys want to see the goods? Still working on some stuff. If you guys got ideas, I know I'm going to make a couple hats, maybe mugs. Alright. So... Okay, yeah, that's correct. Alright, so I got this one. I created this one. Volatile. I got the AK-47 and got it wrapped in Ukrainian flag. I think that one's pretty cool. So this one's just it has my logo on the front. I gotta add my signature to it because it's my shirt. But that's what the back says. Invade and find out. Guys, be careful of links that are posted in the chat. Okay? I think the moderators are away right now. Just be really careful. I suggest not to click on them. I'll click on the links. Oh yeah, so there's that one. This one's just a chest one. Invade and find out. I like this one. Has the AK on it with my logo on the bottom of the magazine and the signature. We can do white too. And my favorite is, it took me forever, is Major League Patriot, volatile era. You like the red one? I can put this on the red shirt too. You guys just let me know. You guys can message me and be like, hey, I would like, yeah, just let me know. I mean, I can do hats, mugs, flip-flops, you name it, I can put it on there. But this one's my favorite. You guys, well, I know people in the U.S. knows about the Major League Baseball. Freaking Ukrainian Rose Sleepy put sanction on Russia, but he bought billions of oil from Russia. Yeah, that's true. His son works in Ukraine. Big whole ordeal about that too. But yeah, that one's my favorite. It took me forever because I had to cut the image out. These are all original. These are all mine. I created them, so there's no copies. No copies at all. So you got the hoodies 26, t-shirt 16, 21. They're just, once you click on the shirt, once you click on the shirt, it'll tell you 100% cotton. It's just different fabrics for shirts. So some are more expensive, some are cheaper. I think, was it Michael? Michael liked the red one? And they ship they ship relatively fast too. I've created, when I used to do like gaming. When I used to do gaming, this is where I got all my, I'll show you guys my old logo. When I used to be a video game creator. It was called Kohunji Gaming. This. Alright, so that was my old gaming logo, Kohunji Gaming. The good old days. The good old days. So you guys just message me if the store's open. There's a tip page as well. Tips are appreciated, but they're not expected. Always remember that. I don't like asking people for money, but tips do help pay for the streaming software. So. Alright, so alright. So is there any hats? Michael said he'd gladly buy one. Okay. And then let me see if I can pull up let's see if I can pull up what's available. Like, you guys are like, oh, hold on, I messed up. So let's go to merch store. Hold on just a second, guys. I'm trying to see if it give me a list of... I think I have to add something. Okay. Let me make sure. Alright. So, of course, I'm going to be creating some more stuff, but mouse pads, desk mats, magnets, masks, bags, socks, face coverings, cell phone cases, book bags, stickers, laptop sleeve, flip-flops, school, home and living, drinkware, hats. I think Kimberly said she likes had to step away from the stream a little. Oh, did you see the shirts, Mikey? I was just showing everyone what I can put these logos on. The stuff I designed. I'm going to design more stuff. Clothing. It's swimsuits, all that stuff. Kimberly said she would like a... I mean, you don't have to buy it. I plan on making a hat anyway. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, Mikey. You just let me know, Mikey, if you... Wait, Michael said he loves fitted hats. Okay. Michael liked the red shirt. Yeah, Mikey, let me know if you didn't get to see the stuff. I'll show it again. I kind of, let's see here. Sorry. Snap, retro trucker. Panel. Do they have... Hold on. Beanies, visors, snapbacks. It's a flex fit. I don't think they have fitted snapbacks. Distressed. It's like they got trucker hats. 5-panel. I mean, I imagine I can find fitted hats. I imagine I could. Okay, 1 second, Mikey, I'll show you. Let's see here. 1 second. And then one more second. Just fixing something here. Sorry, guys. Everybody's leaving. I need to stop talking so much. I need to stop talking. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, guys. I know. Mikey, you still here? Throw it up real fast, and I'll go ahead and drop the link for the store. If you guys have any inputs is welcome. So that's the shirts I have, Mikey. If you're still here. Made this one. It's a Major League Patriot. Got a guy throwing a Molotov cocktail. Remember when all those guys were throwing Molotov cocktails at everything? I think that was funny. This one, this says volatile. Stand with Ukraine. This one's invade and find out. Volatile arrow. This one is volatile on the front. I'm going to add arrow at the bottom in cursive, because people don't know volatile arrow. You know what I mean? And then that's the back. And this one's just different color, just different style shirt. And I think this one has, what is it? Oh, it's a champion shirt. Okay. Now one of these I thought I put, that's the back, front. Okay. I thought I had a shirt that I put something in the sleeve. All created by me. They're mine. Spent hours making this, but I got some more ideas coming down the pipeline. But hats, mugs, whatever. Just if you guys just message me and say, hey, I like the logo on the red shirt, but I'd like it on a coffee cup or a hat, whatever, just let me know. And they're I love the sweatshirt and the red ones. Okay. This is my favorite. This one took me 2 hours. And I had to, make the... It's not centered on its chest. Is it? I can't tell. But I think it's hilarious. It's like Major League Baseball. But yeah, if there's anything else you guys would want, coffee mugs, beanie caps, whatever it may be. And what I'll do is, there's a donation tab as well. You guys really don't have to donate at all. So let's see here. How can I share? I'm trying to figure out how to share my store here. I will paste it. Cancel that. Let me just make sure. Just quality checking. I'm going to fix the sweatshirt one, but I'm going to drop the link. You guys can check it out. Can't paste in the Streamlabs. I'll just keep it in. One second, guys. I'm sorry. I know you guys are ready just to chill. Wait for me to stop talking. Alright. Wait for me to stop. Before I hit the send button, let me fix that hoodie. Let me fix the hoodie. Before I hit the send button. It feels like, let me fix that hoodie. Let me fix the hoodie. It just feels like it's off center. It feels like, let me fix that hoodie. It just feels like it's off center. It feels like, let me fix that hoodie. Fixing it. And If you guys want to listen to news or anything in the background, echoes. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, guys. If you guys want to open up my Facebook to chat, it automatically kicks on my volume, so then it just echoes forever. Oh, the crows are real. That's when you know that the stream's real. It has crows in it. It's like Ukraine's just full of crows. Alright, so I fixed the hoodie. There's one more I gotta fix. And even if you guys just want like volatile arrow, you know, like a big chest piece on a shirt. Just let me know, I can make whatever. 1 second. So we got black. Just fixing some things. Don Barry, can you pan around? Is there not any smoke from the nuclear place? The camera is like on a automated swivel. It's like pixelated, kind of slow. So, I mean, the feed's coming from Ukraine. Wait, where is this? This is Saumi Chasta. So that's, I don't believe that's anywhere close to the reactors. We covered reactors a little bit ago, about the fire and the attack. There's not really too much report on it. I think they got the fire under control. I mean, let's save it here. Let's see. 1 second, Don. 1 second. Something's loading. Once that loads, guys, I'll send the link over to everyone. If you guys need anything else merchandise-wise, just let me know. Mugs or whatever. So, I guess this is unofficial, but they said that this is the fighting taking place over at the nuclear power plant. This is the fire at the nuclear power plant. But, I mean, my honest opinion, Don, I don't think it's an issue right now. I don't think they hit one of the actual reactors. I think they hit like an admin building. That's just my assessment. Just my assessment. But this stream will run pretty much all day. The stream is going to restart. Something about quality. Appreciate the hearts. Oh, okay, you're in Canada. Hey, appreciate the like. Let's see here. Just 1 second. Okay. I'll share the, I'm going to go ahead and share the link with you guys. You guys can look around. Appreciate that follow. Thank you. Alright, so that's the merch store. I pinned it at the bottom. You guys want to take a look, check it out. The stream is lagging real bad. Apologize. I think the stream's still running, isn't it? Yeah. Stream crash, stream crash. Nope.
The gang leader, formerly known as A-Train, continues to maintain his innocence despite insurmountable evidence against him.
This man may be a lot of things, but I'm telling you, he's not a liar.
Better be right about this, Monty. I just need to ask you one question. Did you rob that convenience store and kill that little girl and that cashier?
So you are ready to die.
I should be out there.
You are right where you need to be to hear from God. Don't allow your past to defeat you. See, out there was a distraction from being a father to your son. Aaron, he's selling drugs, just like his father used to.
All we do is sell.
Stand by for 1 second. Looks like we had a crash of some sorts. One second, everybody. You guys all still here with me, or did the Facebook stream crash? Let's see here. Bear with me, everyone. Bear with me. think I found it. Okay, cool. Thank you, Kimberly. I'm just trying to find the best. Let's just say 703. Just rearranging some things. All right, I think we're there. Oh, the wrong one. Once I get this one set up, I'll just run some France 24 news. Because they're unmainstream. You guys can also find me on Instagram at Volatile Arrow. You guys can also find me on Twitter at Volatile Arrow. All across the board is a Volatile Arrow. Oh wait, Instagram is actually at Volatile Arrows with an S, because I was trying to connect my Facebook to Instagram, and long story, it just didn't.
Basketball is back.
Didn't work out. So I'll be playing France 24 in the background. They're a free public station.
All that failed to deliver breakthrough.
Typically I turn the volume pretty low. Just enough where you can hear it, but also hear what's going on in the background of the stream.
In a 19-minute exchange with his Russian counterpart,
Just checking some more live feeds real quick.
A major mistake that would cost Russia dearly.
Let's see that one.
But the French president's cries for diplomacy fell on deaf ears, as Vladimir Putin maintained he would continue to pursue war in Ukraine. A position that French officials say left Macron convinced.
I'm a Facebooker.
Hours later, the diplomatic situation took another dark turn.
Just want to make sure there's some good feeds on. You just got to be careful. I wouldn't say be careful. It's not like it's dangerous or something, but
even though some people in Ukraine feel intimidated, many are being duped by Nazi nationalist propaganda.
I don't think this
Macron's attempt at negotiating with Putin failed, but Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky
just making sure you get, like, if you guys find live feeds, just do your homework on it. The weather, what time is it? Because a lot of these guys put these on. These guys put these on loops, just to. They put them on loops and they just let it run.
Is that unfair?
I don't like forcing anybody to do anything.
The EU has already offered fighter jets.
You guys can like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. It's all up to you guys. I think this is a pretty good feed. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Also on the humanitarian side, another victory.
Swap the ball.
After Ukrainian and Russian negotiators agreed on the need to create humanitarian corridors.
4370749. Okay, a minute behind.
While there was no breakthrough on a ceasefire, The two sides have vowed
See,
to
like these
continue
live feeds are
talks.
nice, but they just like some of them are just so far away.
While efforts at diplomacy do
I know they're
continue
far away.
elsewhere, Washington's top diplomat arrived in Brussels for an
This guy has
emergency
like
meeting
60
on Thursday,
cameras running,
where he met with
but
NATO foreign ministers. U.S. Secretary of State
it's
Antony
hard to
Blinken
tell
will
which ones
also
are on
visit
loops
6
and
other European
ones that
countries,
are not
including
on
the
loops.
Baltic states as well as Moldova, which for their part fear that Russia
This is a
could
good one.
target
This
them
is
next. Blinken will also meet refugees along the
Shastoka.
Polish border.
I guess that's how you pronounce it. I will put
Well,
this one.
despite little signs of a diplomatic solution anytime
I
in
will
the near
put this
future,
one. This one
Russia
looks
and
nice.
Ukraine
Good
did
quality.
agree on one thing. That is the need for a humanitarian corridor and a possible ceasefire around them in order to protect and evacuate civilians. So far, thousands
Quality
of
is
refugees
not
have
bad.
been, thousands of civilians rather, have been killed or wounded during the Russian offensive, with some
It's
1
definitely
million
live.
refugees already fleeing the
A
country.
little
Our
laggish,
special correspondent
but
Luke
live.
Trego has more from her.
This camera up here really doesn't matter.
Another train from Ukraine and another arrival of refugees seeking safety from war with Russia. The sight of people accepting donations of
Sorry guys, I'm just making sure everything's organized
Przemyśl has become a common
and
one.
nice because it's like really super late here where I live.
What is fast becoming the European
So,
Union's worst migration crisis. It's local
I just want to make
authorities
sure
who are
you guys are
determined
taken
to
care of
ensure
before I leave.
that their effort to provide aid and humanitarian assistance continues.
But yeah, my merch store's there.
We've had over 8,000 people a day coming to the railway station.
You're
in
our
Przemyśl,
NAPCAT.
including those who, when
Good
crossing the border,
fellowship
have nowhere to go.
and never
They can
born.
come here
I
and then go
appreciate
by
it.
train to other places where they've secured
Appreciate that.
accommodation, where they might be able to stay for longer.
I'm just glad I don't got my camera on.
Every day we cooperate with many people, organizations, and services.
You guys would see my
to do
facial
everything to
expressions when I
help the
read some of this
mountain
stuff.
of people without creating any bottlenecks here in the city.
The deputy mayor also made clear to us that efforts in Przemyśl would continue for
But yeah,
as long
like,
as
share,
needed,
follow.
with no sign
There it
of
is.
the war
A
against
bid.
Russia in Ukraine
A-
being resolved anytime soon.
A Ryan.
It seems likely that those
Appreciate
efforts
that, like.
are going to be sorely needed.
But yeah, like, share, follow, whatever you guys want to do.
Well,
This is
as
a pretty
Ukrainian
chill community we
refugees are
have
welcomed
here.
with open arms across the European
Got two
Union,
moderators.
African and Asian residents of Ukraine have been met with a much different reaction.
Usually
Antonio
Michael's
Guterres
here,
said that he was shocked by the numerous reports
but-
of racism that they have been subjected to. He called then on all governments in the region to react accordingly. Here's
Appreciate
UN
that,
Secretary
like,
General spokesperson.
far.
I want to say that the Secretary General is shocked
Sorry, I'm sorry,
by the
guys. I
numerous
can't-
reports of racism, harassment,
Terrible.
and discrimination
MSNBC.
that people of different races have been subjected to as they
Just
try to
double
leave
checking
Ukraine,
anything
as
else.
well as in neighboring countries as they seek refuge.
So this bottom right feed that
He calls
everybody
on all
sees is
governments
actually
in
like
the
a
region to
local
crack down on any manifestation of racism
from one of my
and
followers.
xenophobia. It is vital that
Kind
they
of shows
ensure
like
that all
what's going
people,
on
regardless of ethnicity,
on the
religion, or culture,
ground,
are afforded the same treatment and
who's involved, what's what.
Well, meanwhile, after decades of turning a blind eye, Washington and the European Union are
So this one says
continuing
it's
their
live and
crackdown
it's
on the
Ukraine.
assets of Russian oligarchs. On Thursday, the United States imposed, quote, full sanctions on an additional 8 elites, including some of their companies and family members. French authorities, meanwhile, seized 4 cargo vessels as well as 1 luxury yacht linked to ultra-wealthy Russian businessmen.
This one
James
just
Mulholland,
started
BBC.
streaming. But no, I appreciate you guys being here. Feel free to check out my merch store. It's pinned. Maybe before I go,
The owner of this yacht is the
I
Russian
will.
billionaire Igor Sechin. He's close to Vladimir Putin, and his name is on the
I will
European
try
Union's
to-
sanctions list. Who are these
I'll try to pin
oligarchs? All of them are part of the
my
Russian
store
president's inner
and
circle,
all my
men who
socials.
head up the biggest companies in the country with fortunes worth several billions of euros. Some have bought real estate in France.
That's a
like
pretty
here,
cool,
on the Côte d'Azur, properties that the government wants to
It's a pretty
seize
cool view
as
right there.
quickly as possible. So what means
It's
do
really
the
hard to
authorities
find
have
some of these
at their
streams, guys,
disposal?
on these live
The
streams.
past few days, the finance ministry has been preparing its
Square.
strategy, but it's likely to be a long and complicated mission.
Le bien immobilier, contrairement à vous et moi, il ne va pas être acheté en son nom, il va être acheté au nom d'une société civile immobilière qui va ensuite être détenue par une autre société. Et c'est justement cette
See this. So there's a stream of the nuclear power plant, like on fire,
Can freeze properties to prevent them from being sold
which is outside of
further, and
Oblast.
they go.
right?
France is considering seizing
It's
their assets
7:13 in
held
the
within
morning.
its borders,
It's light time.
but their legal channels
This
are
video is
limited.
still showing that it's dark. That's the stuff you guys gotta. That's the stuff you guys gotta watch for. And there's snow in Oblast.
Russian billionaires have already lost more than 100 billion euros just.
Yeah, so here's a live feed of Oblast, and it's snowy.
6:13 in
There's
the
no.
morning here in Paris. Now for a reminder of our top stories if you're just joining.
It's snowy and it's light time, and that nuclear power plant live is dark.
And the worst case scenario
Just
for now avoided
small.
after Russian forces fired on Europe's biggest nuclear power plant, causing a fire there.
Just a little bit of
Ukrainian
research.
Officials say that the site is secured and nuclear safety guaranteed.
You get people all the time that
It's their first agreement since the start of the war. In the absence
they get
of
on
any
these feeds
diplomatic breakthroughs at
and
peace talks in Belarus, Moscow and Kyiv vow to create humanitarian corridors to evacuate civilians. The details, though, are yet to be worked out.
this is somewhere. What's this say? Hotel
And what little suspense
Kyiv.
there was is finally broken. French President Emmanuel Macron confirms he is running for re-election in
Little
France's
sus.
presidential race. Now just 1 month.
It's a little sus.
It's time now for business. And ahead of the reassuring
There's no snow.
announcement that Ukrainian officials have secured Europe's biggest nuclear power plant, Asian markets tumbled early Friday over fears of nuclear fallout. American
Sorry, I don't like
markets
that
as
one.
well, also
Taking that
all
one
in the
away.
red over those fears. As you can see,
Unofficial.
Dow Jones down nearly 0.3%.
Dark
S&P
time,
500
unofficial.
over 0.5%, and Nasdaq down over 1.5%. We'll be bringing you the Asian markets later on in the day.
Can you guys hear the news in the background all right? The good volume? Mild?
For a closer look at how the markets are reacting. Rayhan, the war in Ukraine then is still dominating investors' fears, isn't it?
Good morning, exactly. We can see that these headlines are overshadowing all other things. As you pointed out, we see a red, like a sea of red over in Asia this morning, and following the ups and downs during the day, the US markets closed in the negative territory as well. Some good news actually were followed by the markets, and that being humanitarian aid corridors to be formed and a US-Russian military hotline to be set up to prevent misunderstandings. But some fresh reports which indicate that a nuclear threat might be in line has just spooked markets. Apparently the biggest nuclear power plant of its kind in Europe.
I don't know if you answered my question. I'm sorry, Mikey. Didn't mean to. What are you going to be streaming once this is all over?
Upon hearing the news,
I don't know. You guys tell me.
Directly went to panic selling.
I know James has been doing a lot of research on Chinese and Taiwan. There's a lot of events. There's a lot of stuff happening in Israel. Israel and the Palestinians, but it's like a blackout over there, media-wise. There's a lot of stuff going on over there in Israel with the Palestinians. So once this is all over,
and Rayhan, elsewhere, there's also attention to wheat futures.
There's always something going on over there. I think Nigeria has a lot of stuff that's going on that's not being covered. You know what I mean? So my goal is to, in this channel, is
so all of the commodities actually have been rising.
Non-mainstream media stuff.
Commodities were having their
definitely non-mainstream. You know, like this local news channel here in Ukraine, bottom right. I mean, they show more. Their volume's off because you can't understand them, but the videos and pictures and all that stuff is, you won't see that. You might see some, but you won't see all of it. You know, they show a lot of things different. How do I explain it? Different. I don't want to say standards, but just different culture. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Different culture.
When the Iranian Revolution started, so it's feared that this is going to kick inflation higher. All of the commodities, actually, not just energy prices, and which might mean like more inflation will mean more tightening policies from central banks and central banks tightening policies might put a downward pressure on economic recovery. So this is going to be something we'll have to watch out in the near future.
Okay, Rayhan, and as we run out of time very briefly then, what do you think that we should expect in the coming days as this crisis continues?
So everything is getting overshadowed by the Ukrainian headlines, but still we have important data to watch. Today sees
this one on the bottom right seems like it's pretty
will be important to watch, and next week we'll be watching the European Central Bank's
pretty
rate
legit.
decision. I mean, rising prices
Top
and
right one's pretty
this
legit.
tension, that will be very important.
Our markets analyst Rayhan Baysan, thank you very much for that update.
I'm just gonna do some more.
Well, turning now to some
Apologize,
other
everyone.
business news.
Apologize.
In addition to oil and gas, Russia is a major global provider of natural resources, including titanium, aluminum, and palladium. Nickel as well.
What would you guys like
already
to?
strained supplies could be further weakened,
Won't say
impacting
learn
industries
about,
around the world.
I mean, I used to stream video games, and it was fun because I like playing it. But then you get the half-naked streamer girls showing cleavage and having hot tub party times. I mean, that ruined it for a guy like me who's been streaming for, I want to say years. You know, made a community and everything like that. But once all this crap came out, it just sucked.
Now they're being strained toward breaking point and probably beyond
But
that.
you just improvise,
Well, there's more from Chris
overcome,
Meacham
and
about the
adapt,
impact of the
like the
crisis
Marine
on
Corps
commodities markets in this week's People and Profit episode, which you can find on France 24's website now. Turning elsewhere, Russia and Ukraine together account for a quarter of global wheat exports, and a fifth of corn sales. Wheat prices, as you saw with our market analyst then, have soared to their highest levels in over a decade since the conflict began. And that's going to weigh on emerging market economies, which depend on them. Shirley Sidbon reports.
Almost everyone is buying flour
Kyiv
Lebanon, Yemen, and Egypt.
on the left,
Countries rely
kind
on
of
Ukraine
miscellaneous
and
stuff
Russia
around the
for
other
wheat.
places.
With exports blocked in Ukraine's ports, prices have jumped and people are
I
concerned.
knew that one. I think this one has sound.
Because of the war between Russia and Ukraine, we have fears of a shortage of flour and wheat. But God willing, we will overcome these difficulties.
Prices have already gone up, but importers and distributors say that the population's fear has worsened.
It's a lot of organization.
Stocking up
When it
on
comes to these
bread.
videos, tracking them down, James does a fantastic job doing that. And then, really, it's the sound.
To increase so much.
See, look, I mean, this news coverage here, right here at the bottom.
In Egypt, almost 90% of wheat comes from Ukraine and Russia.
You can't understand it, but I mean, this is so yellow bands on their arms. That's Ukrainian.
Crisis, it can no longer store grain because its large silos were destroyed in the explosion that devastated Beirut port.
The quantities we have are enough for 1 month because it's being stored in mills. There is no national reserve today without the
I've been looking for that feed.
Food
Found it.
prices have already soared in recent years, and millions are vulnerable and suffer from hunger. Bread loaves, so all households.
I didn't like
can
that
get
feed
their
of the
fair
snow on the
share.
bottom because
Let's take a quick look now at what the French papers are focusing on
you don't
this
see any
Friday
snow
morning.
anywhere else.
French President Emmanuel Macron has officially stated that he's running for re-election in next month's presidential election. Here
Just
is a
put my
look
own
at what
collage
some of
together.
the papers are saying. Emmanuel Macron season 2. That's how the
Put my own
Midi,
collage.
French regional paper, puts it on their front page. The
Well,
president
yeah, I don't know if
published
you
a
guys seen that
letter to the
article or
regional
not,
press
but back in
announcing
1994,
the Parisien,
UK,
meanwhile, also reprinted
United
Macron's
States,
letter in today's
Northern
edition.
Ireland signed
French
a,
president admitted that the Russian invasion of Ukraine has
I
overshadowed
won't say contract, but back in 94, if Ukraine handed over their nuclear weapons, they would be able to keep their solidarity and independence.
noting that in ordinary times, Macron's
And
announcement would
USA
have garnered
and
endless
UK would back it.
commentary and analysis. Today, however, as expected, it is barely news. And as I quote, men fight and die under Russian bombs as fear grips Europe. Well, for the New York Times in the U.S., the war has tacitly helped Macron's chances. The paper says today, although his frenetic
Man, I tell you what, these
diplomacy
video
with Russian
feeds are
President
getting.
Vladimir Putin failed to prevent a war.
I swear they're getting
Macron is
worse
being
and
praised
worse.
more for having tried. If anything, it's
But no, I'm
added
gonna
to his
be
stature,
sticking around to
and
stay.
the French president will be banking on this as voters head to the polls next month. Our press reviewer, Diptyka Laurent, will be on set in an hour's
Whatever
time with
it may
Thomas
be.
Waterhouse for a full look at the day's papers. Well, moving on now. As you heard there was little suspense, but Emmanuel
Whatever it may
Macron
be,
did
I'll
finally confirm his intention to run
definitely
for
try to
president
cover it.
in a letter published by several different regional newspapers, as we saw there. And a poll by RTL and Orange just revealed that he and
The video feeds will probably cut in and out.
to be the front runners, with Macron expected to grab as much as 60% of the vote. Here's Claire Rush with a look back at his rise and his past 5 years in power.
At just 39 years old, Emmanuel Macron arrived at the Élysée Palace as France's youngest president, marking a meteoric rise in French politics. He studied philosophy and public affairs at the graduate level before being admitted to the École Nationale d'Administration,
Listen to Def Leppard.
France's elite school
Sorry.
for the training of civil servants.
Trying to find these videos and
After working
scan
for the
over it.
investment bank Rothschild, he eventually landed the role of Deputy Secretary General of the Élysée at the age of 34 under Socialist President François Hollande.
And once I get this set up, I'll hop off here.
2 years later, Macron was appointed finance minister, continuing his political climb and catching the attention of the media.
Call tonight.
In 2016, he launched his political movement En Marche, the party name mirroring his own initials.
Just trying to find
The
any
move
more
distanced
cams
him
that I
from his
can.
socialist predecessor, Hollande.
Moi, je suis de gauche, c'est mon histoire. Mais la gauche aujourd'hui ne me satisfait pas.
Critical of certain labor policies hailed by the Socialist Party, such as the 35-hour work week, Macron has called for more flexibility for companies as a means of fighting unemployment. In the 2017 election, he beat far-right candidate Marine Le Pen to win the presidency in a groundbreaking poll that shut out the country's traditional left and right-wing parties from the second round of voting for the first time in nearly 60 years. Several crises have marked his term, from the Yellow Vest movement to the Benalla affair to pension reform protests to the coronavirus pandemic. Throughout the challenges, Macron has faced growing criticism. Responding to backlash, his comments have been viewed as condescending by his opponents.
Nous sommes devenus une nation de 66 millions de procureurs. C'est pas comme ça qu'on fait face aux crises qu'on avance.
The last 2 years of his term focused largely on COVID-19. Central to his pandemic strategy, vaccination and pressuring those
Sorry,
who haven't got
I ran
the jab.
across one of them streams that were.
Now officially seeking re-election, Macron is hoping
Ran
to claim
across
what
one of
eluded
them
his two
streams that
predecessors, François Hollande and Nicolas Sarkozy, a second
was playing
term
on the
in
loop
office.
because it's freaking light out and it was dark on there.
Well, that's the end of this edition, but I'll be back after the short break with the latest
I'm trying
on
to
the war
find
between Russia
something
and
here. I'm
Ukraine.
sorry, guys. All the other feeds still good. Okay.
Join us here on France 24 for our special coverage of the mother
Need one more
of all
feed,
elections here
and I'll
in
be good.
France, the presidential election.
And I'll leave you guys alone.
2022. The campaign will have our special envoys on the campaign trail. Across the globe, we'll have the latest polling, the best analysis every week here on France 24.
Andre, I appreciate the like.
The campaign on France 24 and
Welcome to
France24.com.
Volatile Arrow.
Because a new page of history gets
You'll
written
find nothing
every
but friends
day.
here.
Because breaking news can't wait. Information everywhere. In all situations. On every subject. Understanding the world. Imagining the world. France 24. A different take on the news.
Liberté, égalité, actualité.
This looks like a good stream. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. That's a nice stream. Oh, good. Appreciate you guys being here. Stream will run all night. If Facebook quits, or if Facebook stops streaming, my YouTube will still be running. Just updating some but what is that street? I'll have to tag it though, to see where it's at. I mean, I'll have to translate it. It's great. All right, I think it's good. Now the feeds are kind of patchy. Seems like they're all. It just seems like they're all doing it. I am gonna have to check on the sound. Michael J. Garber. I need to go. Oh, to my my store. Yeah, you're more than welcome to go. I mean, anyone's welcome to go to the store. There's a tip page. Tips are not required, but are appreciated. Got a couple shirts up I made myself. They're tagged. Volatile Arrow. I designed them. They're mine. Don't try to copy them and resell them somewhere. I need to check the volume.
Welcome back to Live from Paris at 6:30 in the morning. These are our top stories. A major sigh of relief and the worst-case scenario for now avoided after Russian forces fired on Europe's biggest nuclear power plant, causing a fire. Ukrainian officials say that the site is secured and nuclear safety guaranteed. It's their first agreement since the start of the war. In the absence of any diplomatic.
Yeah, I told you guys that. I mean, it was unofficial per se, but the power plant. I mean, it looked like it got hit at the administration, part of it, not the actual reactors themselves.
Presidential race, which is now just 1 month away. Thank you for joining us here on France 24.
Looking for one more feed. Sorry, guys.
Just continue to isolate the Kremlin. Its wealthy oligarchs,
Kyiv, Cert. Hey, I appreciate the follow. Welcome to Volatile Arrow.
Blocking sanctions on at least 8 of them, as well as their family members, with the UK following suit shortly after. More to come in just a few minutes.
Is 300.
Just looking for one more feed, everybody. Monica, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Monica. Why does it give me the translate button? Kimberly, I like listening to your accent. You can talk to me all the time. Appreciate it.
Some of the worst possible fears about the war in Ukraine.
Thank you for everything you do, bro. We all appreciate it. Absolutely, Mikey.
Causing a fire to break out
there. I mean, a lot of these feeds I find like on YouTube or online webcam taxi stuff.
A training building and a laboratory were
I just find these videos from all over. James, our moderator, Michael, they both work very hard on finding videos because videos are starting to get. Seems like they're getting scarce.
The moment the Russian army began shelling Europe's largest nuclear power plant, according to officials.
I will post links and
met with gunshots before managing to gain access and putting out a fire that had broken out at a nearby building.
I will post links and pin them for the store, my Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. It's all Volatile Arrow. This one has a cam of 4, but I already got the 4.
In the southeast of Ukraine are reportedly being shut down, and no change in radiation levels has been reported, according to the International Atomic Energy Agency.
7 watching 24:30.
Earlier in the day, hundreds of volunteers scrambled to defend the nearby area, blocking off roads leading to the opposite bank of the river Dnieper.
All right, I found one.
Residents, meanwhile, have been fleeing via a bridge laden with mines.
No, thank you guys for being here.
In the region it will be blown up the moment Russians attempt.
I'll never ask you guys for donations. This stream software did give me the option to do a fundraiser for Ukraine, and it's a legit website. It's a legit streaming platform. They're pretty big. I mean, I would trust to donate to it. I just hate putting that stuff up there and like forcing people, so I won't.
Reached an understanding about the joint provision of humanitarian corridors for evacuation of civilians, and also for the delivery.
Now, if you guys ask, like, hey, I'd like to donate money for Ukraine, then
hostile fighting is taking place.
Mikey Ray, how do I become a mod? I want to be a part of the family.
The possibility of temporary ceasefire in the evacuation
application,
during the period of
copy your passport, driver's license,
potential
blood
ceasefire
sample.
will only be observed at the places where the humanitarian corridors will be created during the evacuation.
I'm just kidding.
After 40 years,
what I'll probably do is
rarely have I seen an exodus as rapid as this one. Those are the words of the UN's High Commissioner for Refugees.
What time zone are you in, Mikey? Because you're up. I mean, I'll remember because my stream will run tomorrow too. I got to restart the Facebook in the morning. What time zone? Stool sample? Preferably in a plastic bag, so you can kind of spread it around and see what's inside of it. Central. So what time is it there? Okay, you live in Minnesota.
For these Ukrainian refugees, it's the beginning of a new life in Berlin, but thoughts of home weigh heavily on their hearts.
Keep asking every time about Ukraine.
Predict now, but the prices will rise, and the inflation will rise, and I can imagine that the situation, economic and social situation, can look a bit the same what we had in the 90s, in this wild 90s, how Putin called them in his propaganda in the last 20 years.
Okay, let's bring in Gustav Gressel from the European Council on Foreign Relations, where you spend a lot of time, I imagine, thinking about peace almost as an abstract quantity. You are, however, a military man who served in Austria's army for 5 years, I believe. What are your impressions of what's going on at the moment as a military, somebody with a military background?
Well, we see the Russian army switching gear. They try to achieve a quick victory. They were made to believe that this would be a flower campaign, where they basically would be welcomed by the population. They took few ammunition with them. They were not organized in their usual combat teams. They just rushed in as fast as they can, and they met stiff resistance, and they were surprised that actually they would meet war. Now they're regrouping, they're reorganizing, they're bringing a lot of ammunition to supply a brutal war, especially around the cities, to use artillery, to use all the firepower that there is to break the resistance of the defenders and to break the will of the population to defend, to support the defending effort. We also have a bad situation in the south. Russia tries to, or has gained a foothold on the other side of the Dnieper River. We will see how this unfolds. Nevertheless, the war has exposed a lot of weaknesses in the Russian armed forces, especially in the leadership. A lot of tactical mistakes, a lot of bad behavior in terms of how they operate as a professional military force, and it has confirmed everybody who's saying that never underestimate the Ukrainians. They have learned a lot since 2014. It is a combat-proven army, and they are very much determined to fight for the survival of their country.
Okay. Since the annexation of Crimea in 2014, it's already been mentioned, NATO has been beefing up its capacities on the eastern flank, and now the onslaught on Ukraine has led to a new era in the West's defense strategy. We have this short report.
In recent years, NATO had already reorganized combat units in the eastern member countries and Scandinavia. Joint maneuvers in the region were also stepped up. In recent weeks, the number of troops has been further boosted, and Ukraine, which is not a NATO member, is getting weapons from various countries. A new development is that for the first time in its history, the European Union has approved a monetary fund to provide military support to Ukraine.
You know that this $500 million will be devoted to provide defensive arms, but high caliber arms, anti-tanks, all kinds of equipment in order to repel the aggression.
Germany has also made a dramatic about-face in its strategy, releasing arms shipments to a war zone. In addition, the Bundeswehr, Germany's armed forces, is to be better equipped over the next few years, with 100 billion euros in additional funding. Furthermore, the 2% target for defense spending, which the U.S. has long demanded in vain, is to be implemented this year. Is a new arms race looming?
Is a new arms race looming, or indeed, I mean, Sergei, you live here in Berlin, and in the last few days we've had this decision by Germany, by the EU, to send weapons to Ukraine. How important is that?
I think it's important. I think it's very important because Ukraine is a poor country and it needs support from all the sides, also with their defensive weapon. And Putin declared the war against Ukraine, but actually he also declared the second Cold War against the so-called Western world. And he, as we know from the last 20 years, he will not stop in Ukraine. This is not the first war, and Europe and the world has to do everything in order that it is like the last war.
He will not stop in Ukraine. What will then happen next?
I mean, there are several neighboring countries, former Soviet republics, and I cannot do like focused in the moment, but we saw war in Georgia 2008. In the 90s there was the war in Transnistria and Abkhazia, and I mean there are a lot of so-called frozen conflicts, and we have Belarus, the situation with dictator Lukashenko there, and it's also this situation has to be solved somehow.